Greetings, it's Chappers. How you doing? I thought we'd hang out, have a chat, relax. It's been a while. I've been sort of focused so much on, since I landed in Malta, taking advantage of the infrastructure and the new people I could work with and creating these narrative sci-fi shorts and comedy sketches and things. It was just a creative thing that I really wanted to get out of my system and enjoy, because I have been feeling really overwhelmingly creative recently and a bit frustrated that I couldn't go out and play in a band and do musical things. And so it was like anything else to create. I'll make a sandcastle, I'll bake a cake. I made ravioli recently. So I've been enjoying that. I'm going to talk about things I've been doing, stuff I've got coming up, things with Chapman guitars, things with Dorje, just everything going on in my life, I guess. Tomorrow, I am recording some guitar playing, maybe a little bit of vocals, for a 1-minute jam with my buddy Jen from Evanescence. She does these really awesome jams with some incredible artists, so I am indeed humbled to be amongst them, and obviously with her.
Hello! My name is Gemma Jura. I play guitar for Evanescence, and a couple of months ago I started doing the 1-minute jams. It's a fun collaboration thing that I started with a lot of great musicians, and it would be great to have you too, Mr. Rob Chapman. Say yes.
Yes.
The purpose of the whole thing is to spread positive vibes, good energies, because I think that is what the world needs now more than ever. So check them out.
So if you haven't started following Jen Marjura from Evanescence, go to her Instagram page, which will be boom, and check it out. It's pretty fun, pretty funny, pretty silly, and she's been whipping me into shape, sent me the backing tracks, so I'm ready to roll and record something that'll be marginally okay. I am recording 2 new singles for Clockwork Wolf Company. So it's kind of a fun story. A long time before the plague struck our planet, the guys in Clockwork, well, I flew Zach over from America, and the other dudes were all together in Brighton Electric, and we started recording these demo tracks that we were going to be using to create an album with. And so Jack, Chris, Zach and myself were at Brighton Electric, and we had this incredible vibe. I'd written the tracks mostly beforehand, and the guys helped me to tweak and craft and finesse areas. And I don't know, I can't explain why, but sometimes, well, you'll know this, if you're in a band or if you play, you know, with other people, sometimes you have this bit of magic in the room where it just feels incredible. And we really had that when we were tracking these demos. And a giant chunk of me kind of thought, I don't know if you'll get a better vibe if you track it track by track. Anyway, the demo scratch tracks were created. Loved the process, but it was just guitar, drums, bass, 1 mic for the drum kit, old Beatles style, 1 mic for the bass, 1 mic for each guitar. And we turned the cabs against the walls just to get reflections in the room so it didn't interfere with everything else. And honestly, it sounded good, like really good. Anyway, plague happens. I left England to go live in Malta because I own a place in Malta and I was renting in England. And I thought, better be careful with money because who knows how long this could go on for. And, you know, my wife is Maltese, I've got family in Malta, so let's go there. And then I thought, how am I going to track the album now? This is just going to be a nightmare, you know. You never get the vibe unless you're all in the studio together. And I listened back to 2 of the tracks, and they were honestly so good that I contacted Mark, my producer, and said, is there any way you think we could get Chris to retrack the drums to the demo? And then I'll just sing over it, add a little bit of guitar, and then maybe it's a release quality thing. And Mark was like, I don't know, man, that's a big ask, because there's bleed on all of the mics, which I like. It's like a vintage vibe when you get bleed on the mics and stuff. It's, you know, all live, obviously. Long story short, spoke to Chris. He's like, yeah, of course I can do that, because he's an absolute legend. And he did. They tracked it recently, and he put drums down on 2 tracks. And I'm really excited to say that now it's my responsibility to put the vocals down, a little bit of guitar. Zach is going to do a solo, and Clockwork Wolf and Company will be releasing 2 new singles rather than an album, because I think it's just too much work to create a whole album that way. But it's pretty exciting, because I'm loving creating stuff and just kind of making the most of the situation that we're in, rather than kind of going, oh no, God, I can't do gigs and touring, and just what can I do? I can release music. Well, let's talk about Dorje first of all. I think that's probably important. So Dorje, we got this album worth of material. It's ready to record, but unfortunately, we've needed to put the whole thing just on a back burner and sort of suspend it, relax it for a little bit while things improve. We really just want to record it together. Obviously we can't. And there are some other issues too that need resolving, and it's, you know, everyone loves each other. There's no fallouts, don't worry, before everyone starts kind of going, oh, there's a fallout. We love each other, everything's fine. In fact, I was chatting to Beer yesterday, he's hurt his leg. So can everyone please send nice thoughts to Beer, who's hurt his leg skateboarding. But so that's kind of on hold, and it will happen, but I don't know when. So since Dorje is kind of chilling, I started something else, and it's pretty exciting, and it's a metal band with a friend of mine who's really cool. Well, it's not a band, it's a project. So I need to make the distinction there, because we're not going to jump in a bus, head off around the world and do stuff, what we might do, but we're just going to release 2 or 3 tracks with some music videos and see how it goes. And so yeah, Criterion. It's a metal band, kind of like King's X, Pantera stuff. It's exciting. I've always kind of wanted to do an old school metal band, and this is my opportunity to do that. So I'm singing, playing a little bit of guitar, and Gus G is playing guitar alongside. So I've got to get to the gym and reverse some aging. Chapman Guitars has just finished the voting for the ML2. We've redone a pro version of the model, and if you follow Chapman on Instagram, you'll know that we've just also held a vote for the new headstock shape, and we have a winner, which is really exciting. We now have a different headstock, and it makes it kind of a little bit more unique and a bit more Chapman-y, and that excites me, and I need your help, because now I need a name for this guitar. It was called ML2 because the first guitar was ML1, Monkey Lord 1, and I have a deep hatred of serial number guitar names. I just like, come on, get a name. I love Stratocaster, Les Paul. I mean, obviously it was his name, but I like it when a product has a name. Ghost Fret, I love the name Ghost Fret. So can you help me think of a name for the new ML2? Something like Arbiter, or if that wasn't already a brand, or Inquisitor, or something. I don't know. And that would be really helpful, please. Thank you very much. So, and by the way, if you haven't gone to Chapman's Instagram, go there and take a look. Follow if you will, because we do voting there as well as on my YouTube channel. The algorithm on YouTube is being tricksy. It's deciding not to show people some things and then holding things back. Instagram seems to be free of that situation, at least for now. And so a lot of my friends are finding that Instagram is a better way to get a message out, which is why I haven't moved all of the voting for Chapman to Instagram, but certainly a lot of it is there. And it was huge. Poor Dave was tallying the different votes coming down in the comment section and getting cramp. Poor dude. He has a lot to do for Chapman. What else? There's so much more to talk about. So Chapman votes, Criterion, Clockwork, my thing with Jen. Oh yeah, I'm filming with Andertons. I am officially filming a bunch of demos, 4 days worth of demo work with Andertons, hanging out with El Capitano and the Danish legend, probably eating all sorts of wrong things, definitely drinking some wrong things, and having a lot of fun. So I'm excited for you to check out some of that. I know, for example, that Pete managed to find an entire green screen bodysuit. So that's, I don't know what the plan is with the green screen bodysuit, but definitely I'll be made to wear it. Probably I'll be blindfolded at the same time. And yeah, it's just how many senses can we remove from Chappers at the same time? Oh yeah, so recently I got a shipment of the new Chapman 2020 Pro models in Malta. They arrived at my gaff, and I'd obviously played all of them at the NAMM show in January, but since then I hadn't been able to touch them. So it was so exciting. Pro Modern Pitch Black, picked it up, and I'll be honest, the look wasn't really something that struck me as being really cool. I'm a bit more of a traditional guy, and I think I'm way into the ML3 traditional. The new one looks so cool, but I picked it up and I was like, oh, I better try it. So I whacked on very loud Countess Mark II in the live room, cranked it up, went in the control room and just started playing, and went into that place where you can't stop doing this. The audio is horrible. I'm sorry, but I just want to show you a clip, because if you ever wanted to see a guy in love with a guitar, this is me in this clip right now. I love the Pegasus and Sentient set. They are so juicy, just full and rich and harmonic and saturating and just exciting to play with. So I'm proud. I'm really proud of what we managed to do with Chapman. And, you know, they're just beautiful, beautiful sounding. This guitar blew me away, and I'm excited to use it on some new recordings coming up fairly soon. Two other things, probably more than two, but I can think of two right now. I noticed that my forum had gone down. Thank you to AD Hughes for letting me know. I don't always go there because I have a lot of places to go, but it's down. I've forgotten to deal with some cPanel stuff and pay for some space. There have been a lot of posts and it filled up, basically. So it's being resolved. The forum should be up in a few days' time, and I'm sorry to the wonderful people who dwell within there for the delay in having the forum get back up and be a place that you can live in. And then the other thing is, and this is a monumental pain in my ass, but it's just one of those things, due to the COVID situation, unfortunately, we will not have any, I say we, I mean Chapman Guitars, will not have any of our 2020 Pro range in America. They'll be available in Europe, they'll be available in Canada, but it has affected, the situation has affected our American retailer in such a way that they were unable to order. So it's just one of those things. I'm sorry, this will be resolved around January, I think. And but yeah, if you were looking out for one of the new 2020 Pro range, you can get one from Andertons, you can get one from Thomann, and actually the shipping is less than you'd think, but you've got to pay import duty, but they're not available from Guitar Center, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Totally out of our hands, nothing we can do about it. It's, what can I say? It's a difficult situation, isn't it? To counteract the YouTube algorithmical issues, I've changed my schedule. So from now on, I'll be uploading on a Wednesday, and on a Friday at 4 p.m. GMT. So Wednesdays will be more like this, just bloggy, chat, what I'm doing, run and gun with an iPhone. And then the Fridays will be more sat down, serious, probably a product review or a guitar lesson or something like that, normally filmed by Video Cafe. There may be the odd skit here and there, but I'm backing down on those because it's been a really fun creative journey, but I know it isn't really what you want to watch. And also it takes a long time to create. It takes days to make like 5 minutes of skit because everything's filmed high-end, multi-angle, robotic arms, all that kind of stuff. I have got full reviews of the new 2020 Pro range coming out soon, all beautifully shot and lit, and they're going to look delicious and sound incredible, and I'm excited for you to hear that. Thank you for being awesome, and take it easy. Chappers out.